Libra, what is up? I'm Raven from southeast coast of Norway, and this will be your vibe from February 2025. What's going on? What is it that Libra needs to know? Whenever you see this, it's exactly what you might need to hear. I base my reads on synchronicity, so there is a transit here going on for you, Libra. I'm just going to cleanse the energies just a tad. We just had a Capricorn read that was pretty intense. If you have a strong Capricorn vibe placement, if you know a Capricorn, they might need to know exactly what we was picking up on there. All right. So transit, how about that? It's a pretty powerful transit. There could be children involved. We have motherly energy here as in Cancerian. There is a message here coming in for you. Usually when the rider is coming in, it's usually good news they come with, which is cool because I'm kind of sidereal Libra. All right, so 9 of Cups. This is news that you'll feel pretty good about, Libra. You're going to feel like number one. Baby, what are you up to? This is true love. You can't get it more true when two swans fall in love, because that's forever, baby. That's till death squeezes as apart. All right, what else do we have? Whew. Playing games. I never really get that one. Like, why do they have that? What kind of games are you talking about? So now I have to look in. Is this a Norman or no? This one is different, isn't it? It's kind of a Norman. Let's try the Kipper card, because for me, dices, playing games. What kind of games? World of Warcraft. In that case, we like playing games with other people. We don't like playing away everyone's money. We don't like work, occupation. What the hell does that have to do with dices? I think we have some investigation shit to pluck on here. Playing games. Someone here are playing video games instead of actually showing up for work. That's a sure thing, because I know too many of those. Death and destruction. So what the hell? Libra, what on earth are you up to? Are you playing with your own life? Oh, I so did mixed the Kipper cards with the other dudes. Whatever. Okay, there's a long path here. A long road you need to walk. Some of you could be dealing with actual death. Some of you have a journey ahead of you, and it's going to be a tough one. But there is someone very loyal to you, which loves you very much. But you also have friends who likes to show up, because Libra is very general, and they're not asking before they're checking out what you have in the fridge. They're just helping themselves. It's not too long ago where I had to deal with these kind of people. Oh, by the way, we need smoke. Get smoke. Find the money, Raven. Yeah, because you're the rich one. Okay. And that mentality, trust me, is very real. Could be a Gemini here, by the way. If you sit and play poker with this guy with your whiskey bottle instead of showing up at work, that love is going to be compromised. You know, swan love is the real deal love. But in your love situation, Libra, lucky you only got the fox, because the snake is pure evil. You got the fox. So whatever person you're dealing with in regards to love, they're fake as fuck. So that blending in with the swan here in regards to emotions doesn't make any sense at all. Some of you could have a very strong Gemini placement, so you literally live two life. But seeing this fox, who is just fake, in this deck, I love foxes as animals, but people foxes. You don't want to have them around, and you don't want to have people who act like rats around. Pooping everywhere, stealing your cheese. All of a sudden you run out of soft drinks. And nobody gives a shit, because you're the rich one, right, Libra? I know Libras are being taken too easily advantage of. And again, Libra, fake fuckers around you everywhere. This is a card which is not a traditional Norman card, but it's not just two-faced, it's four-faced. And it's creepy, it's yucky, and you don't want to go in there. And some of this could lead to a mild depression, because you don't know how to confront people. It's not your thing. You want everything to be pleasant, which I completely understand. However, when people are taking advantage of you, I see at least 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly up to 5 people who are living off your well-doings. You have to say thank you and goodbye. Well, as you know, you have a tarot card reader here. Now, I've already told you a lot. Actually, that's pretty unusual. There's another deck also that put a crystal into the read, and I'm guilty of having 2 already on my table. What is their message? That's kind of more important than what is my message. Well, I'll pull it forward for you, because you can't really see it here with the card from here. Most of each Lenormand deck also have a card attached to it, playing card, which has a card to it, which is attached to the minor arcana. Okay, this is what I can say. Okay, the news carrier is going to make you feel good, because it's attached to 9 of Hearts, which is 9 of Cups. Now, you learned a little bit about my strategies. Okay, super super duper whatever. I get for some of you who possibly could want a child, maybe some of you are pregnant and it's not going to be successful necessarily for some reason. So we could have, there could also be a move, you know, you're planning to move and you have to cancel it. You know, as usual, that's why I don't really make plans, because the Great Spirit wants something else. So he keep, you know, changing the plans. It's like there's a new beginning here, which is basically being corrupted by quarrel. But it's not going to stop some of you from going where you have to go. 8 of Wands, it's the green witch cards, so they are a little bit different. So don't you worry, if you plan to go somewhere, you're gonna get somewhere. However, maybe it's not exactly where you planned to go. So let's find out some more. Would you believe me if I told you I live in a cake factory right now? Cool, huh? I do. I mean, the things business people can mix. Let's make a cake factory. And all the rooms that are leftovers, those are, you know, Airbnb or whatever. It's pretty cool. We open the door and oh, cheesecake, blueberry cake, this cake, that cake. Someone's going to have a very large ass when they leave this place. Okay, that was a very intense digression. I'm in the rural countryside. Talking about rural, and what do we have? Tree of life, good health. A lot of opportunities is coming in for you here. A lot of opportunities. This card is attached to the number 5 in the zodiac. That's Leo. And the tarot card equation, that's something else. If you're into numerology, I'm not really that good with that stuff. But if you are, you go figure, okay? Someone here are on the love. Hey, you want to get together with me? Someone here are in love. It could be that you are already in a love situation here. And what do you know? More rats. Some of you are dealing with someone who are squeezing you of all your sweat equity. It's a rat. Some of you are basically dating a rat. Oh, Libra. And they are a little bit cheeky. And according to this one, they're also fake as fuck. And they have this wall up, but the friendship that they have to other people are also rats. So now we had you dealing with 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5, minimum 5 fake people. Libra, what the hell? And now you can add 3 more rats to the situation. It looks like 5 actually. Oh shit. Darling, a beautiful Libra. Oh, they have no, you might want to settle down. Maybe that's something you have on your mind. But you're being highly advised here to get rid of these rats and this motherfucker who pretends they're in love with you. Sorry. Just translating the cards. So if you feel this doesn't resonate, if you're convinced that the person you're with are super duper in love with you, well, according to these cards, unless you're the fake fucker, they are. And sleepless nights and some kind of pain, mental pain, the least, because you're being taken advantage of, Libra. Libras and Pisces are, I'd say they are the easiest people to take advantage of. Yeah, I'm a sidereal Libra. I lived this life until I remember one night they would throw a party. Someone had a whatever. Oh, that was just the only one, but they would keep it going to 9 o'clock in the morning, and I was already done 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was down deep the rabbit hole and tired and pissed off as fuck, and I was not in a good place. And so, but they wouldn't stop, because they're used to not taking life serious at all. However, this was not my first time experienced this, so I went from Libra into my tropical Scorpio star sign, opened the door, looked at them, just gave them a look. Really what I said, just turn down the music and go down in the first floor at least and be discreet, because we have neighbors. But my eyes were probably very black, so I just looked at them, and then I look at the stereo, and I did the sign. And when I wake up, they were completely gone, and they even had cleaned up after themselves. First time when I was 13, the rats, that was the first time, they would completely obliterate my house, taking advantage of a 13-year-old girl, stealing absolutely everything we had of jewelry, equipment, alcohol that was, many years old. And that was a lot of money in 1989. And it's a pattern that we give the wrong people trust. We want everything to be pleasant, and then one day it's like we have to learn the hard way, Libra. Even me, as a Scorpio tropical, but really sidereal Libra, there is a side to me that have trouble saying I'm not okay with you being this close to my face, Recent things to show for, And one good example, I shouldn't bring it up, but it's really relevant here. As someone in their 40s, and you tell someone who's young, handsome, 24-year-old young boy, good looking, even if I was that young, he wouldn't be my type, but good looking, probably smug as fuck, but he was like, what are you up to? This was in the middle of the night. And I said, I'm about to, that's why you didn't get your live show here the other day, by the way, in Bangkok. I said, I'm about to stream, as in work. So instead of him saying, oh, I'm sorry, and don't mean to disturb, he would find a chair and he would sit by my side for 2 hours And the obvious thing would be, why would he sit by my side for 2 hours with someone in their 40s? Well, it's easy to think that, oh, you're still attractive because you're in your 40s. Well, if you're 24 and attractive and you put your ass beside a woman in their 40s, I'm going to think, so you think that I'm the sure thing because I'm older than you. I could be your mom, very much your mom. And now you think, and that's not the first time. And instead of him just telling him to, please fuck off, I just told you that, because he was really polite, that made it difficult for the Libra to say fuck off, because he was polite. He wasn't rude, but it was irritating for me to sit there and talk bullshit with the child not being able to work. So it's like, when are you done with your failure attempts to come on to me? So 2 hours went where I realized that his pathetic attempt on trying to, and I was thinking, even if I was interested, where do you think this is gonna happen? Of course, he was from Morocco. What a surprise. So that's just a very brief example on how it's like to have that Libra. We are Queen of Swords, so if he was rude from the beginning, he will get a smack in the face, but because he was gentle and not rude, just not really getting a hint, it was difficult for me to say, get the fuck away. I'm not a sure thing. I'm absolutely everything else but a sure thing. Especially if you're 24. I don't give a fuck how handsome you are. You're 24. I'm not into children. Sorry, Which was the thing, as I sidereal Libra. I also have a couple of Libra placement in tropical and it's Mercury. And even now, I know I should have said that, yeah, I'm old, you're young, you're good looking, but not my kind of good looking, and you're a kid, fuck off, let me work, How do you do that? Except my t-shirt says that. Anyway, done with that situation, but still, it sounds so easy. Sometimes it's super easy to give people the finger and tell them to go burn in hell and that kind of stuff, because they are seriously psychos and rude. But sometimes when people are nice, like these rats, and my guess is that they're very nice, and you know that if you confront them, they are going to take offense. And all of a sudden, you don't want to be friends with Libra anymore. That's so mean of you. Sit down and talk to them. And in my situation where I had to buy smoke all the time to someone, because I'm rich, according to these people, I just was forced to stop, said, there is no smoke here. And one of them put the complete, full-on responsibility on me to keep him and his friends with smoke. And I said to him, but I don't smoke. So why should I keep keeping you with smoke when I don't even smoke myself? Which makes me still to this very day question each and every friendship I obtain in my life. The person you're dealing with, some of you are dealing with a white Caucasian male. Well, Caucasian are white, so we are The fox is a fake motherfucker and he's white. Woo! Coming out strongly. See the sign. Oh. We have cups again. Water sign. Someone who is a little bit insecure, they could come out as smug, but they are super fake. And they are giving you their cup, telling you the love story thing. Somehow, really Libra, if this is you, it's time to clean your house and get rid of this vermin. It's time maybe to change your location. But if you change your location with the same attitude, that it's okay for people to raid your refrigerator, or someone to dig in your wallet to just borrow $100, whatever. There is someone else there who are super fake, who might promise you the greatest of business deal. If you walk with me, I'll promise you riches. And there are people talking bullshit about behind your back, probably about a project that you're working on. And I believe in that project. I believe in the project you're working on. But one of these projects is tell these people to go to hell. That's something both you and I need to work on. It's so easy, like myself, who's been dealing with so many people, whereas, you know, every sentence consists of the word hate. And I'm such a victim. And Raven, she did this to me. It's her fault that I'm like this, or Raven did this. She's lying and stealing, and without even having any kind of proof. It's like some of us are magnets to snakes and fox people and rats, not to mention rats. And if we have that vibe, which I know I have, that it's okay to invite oneself, I already know about, well, I'm not going to be too personal about it, but the problem is, you know, when you say yes one time to certain kind of people, you know, you're okay with having them around, you even like them, they're fun to chat with, if they like you, it's highly likely that they're gonna come back and seek your company again, and maybe you're not that interested, because the psychology of a lot of people is like this. Now we know each other very well, so it's okay for me to come another step closer. Especially in India, this was a big problem, because closer there was really meaning now I know you so well. I can touch your face, I can kiss your stomach, I'm allowed to sit on your bed whenever I want because I own the house. I'm allowed to close the door and rip your blouse off and start massaging your breasts, because I'm the boss of this house. Guys, if you're a girl and you're alone, woman, whatever, don't go to South India. Just don't. Trust me. Absolutely 90% of the people I encountered down there are always going to try and extract something from you. Either your milk or your bank account. And they're willing not kidding, to lock you. You know, lock you inside, keep you away as their own pet, special pet. And that's when being too welcoming, that's the backside of being too welcoming. So now that we have that clear, because I'm not sure anyone really have talked to you about this, that you hearing about being too welcoming, walk away. Walk away. That's what the card reader here says. Leave and start a new life for yourself. Walk away from these people. Get them get the hell away as far as possible, because these people are now so close to you. They are basically sleeping in your bed, and they're not doing you any good. I don't see anyone doing you good here. I don't even see, the only mother I seriously see here is one who wants to control the situation. So please don't be a mama's boy or girl. It doesn't suit you. Unless it's you know, it's very hard to come in on the house market. Wouldn't you want to be far more proud if you know that the space I live in is because of me, not because of my mom or my dad? But sometimes, unfortunately, in days like this, I get it, because the bankers, they are worse than the rats. They are the snakes here in these equations. They are just snakes. Unless you're obsessed with numbers alone, I would be highly skeptical towards you if you worked in a bank. Or maybe I would take advantage of exactly the fact that, oh, my best friend is the bank boss. There is a feminine here. That could be you, either a man or a woman. She's not good for your health. Okay? Libra energy, in fact. You'll get good news from someone. I am a little bit Sagittarius energy in regards to the good news. Someone with a very playful, warm energy. They want to give you good news, but someone here is going to drag you down and make it seem like that's the worst idea I've ever heard. Problem is, there are lots of opportunities in regards to that. And in regards to you finding true love, if you think you found true love, they are a rat, and they are not self-sustainable. They can't sustain themselves. They are completely dependent on you supporting them. So although that swan card might look like, wow, that's so beautiful. Oh yeah. You are, isn't that interesting? You are in fact dealing with a player. It's a real person. So I had to dig a little bit to find out in regards to who you're dealing with. Well, it's a rat. It's plenty of rats. It's a fake person. And they're only here to, you know, they're not even interesting if you feel good. How do you feel? Do you feel good? Should we share the bill? Is it my turn maybe? This is a player. Queen of Wands in reversed. And they are an utter nightmare. You're being attacked from multiple sides, Libra. And these fuckers, including this woman, there could be at least two women here or men. They are so fake. What are you doing, Libra? Why are you letting them do this? Nine of Wands, some of them won't even let you think that you and me, we have such a bond. You are not that stupid, sweetie. These people are talking bullshit behind your back. Behind your back. Don't tell these people what you're up to. Keep it to yourself. Seriously. If you're dealing with a male, if you have multiple of suitors, I don't know who I'm talking to right now, who this is specific for. It's a mixed kind of energy here, but this is shit. We have someone here who wants to have a victory with you, but maybe this is you waking up here, because I only see partially a victory. And to be truthful here, hopefully you're waking up, Libra. You're waking up, and you see that the people you have around you, they are beyond. You know, I want to go back to the old-fashioned word, also. But these people are so obsessed with how, you know, their own cake, that they are willing to, oh yeah. These people are even fucking up your sleep. Unless you have a pretty large load of Valium, maybe that's the problem, that you do have that, which you let this happen. You have to get out of this. You have to get out of this. This is shit. All right. Is there a book in here? It is. Let's talk to Matakali and see what does she have on her mind in regards to this situation. This is the worst fucking. And now I'm like, okay, relax. I'm just Scorpio in tropical chart. It's what you identify as, basically. Okay. Now I'm scared to be Libra, because this looks like a huge mess. This is people who doesn't value a single fingernail on your body. So you have, she looks very scary, but she's a force of nature. This is Dharma of Kali. So let's do a quick check on what that is supposed to be about. 37, right? I doubt I'm going to read all of it, because it's a fucking big chapter. Her every action is infused with loving purpose. Every challenge and every opportunity in your life exists by her divine design. Her spiritual intelligence is within your heart, and you trust in your integrity and proceed accordingly to your soul's value. You are trusting and empowering her to be at cause in your life. Everything that is happening is part of how your prayers are being answered, and your order is to be established. You are being led into it. So yeah, I'm not going to invoke her. Would be cool enough, but something tells me that kindness and being gentle, and at the same time bury your hand in the sand, because although I think at some point you forgot that you are the fucking Queen of Swords. Either you're a male or you're not. You are royalty. You yield swords. You're sharp as fuck. You're intelligent. You're a genius. But as you know, Nikola Tesla, he was a multi-genius. But he wasn't a banker. He just loved to do the stuff he did, right? And so it's easy to think, as a genius, how can you let people treat you like this? Maybe you think it's the right thing to do somehow, or, you know, at the same time, I think you fear some of them. I think you fear conflict with the Queen of Swords in reverse here. But your karma now is to learn how to get rid of these people who are, you know what mice and rats do? You know, dirty mice and rats. We love those animals, but if you're going to survive on your own, one thing is to feed a wild animal or to feed a cat so you can get a visitor, have a cutie around here. Another thing is to let people you're gonna end up in the streets if you don't get a grip of your situation. So I hope you take this read as a foul warning. This goes even for the people who pretend they are in love with you. Maybe, I know Libra, they love to love, they love marriage. You are the romantics. And because we constantly are in need of people's validation somehow, we attract really, really the wrong people. So if I can tell you, you have my validation as a wonderful person, whoever you are out there, you don't need these people. It's fucking so much better to be on your own than needing the validation into such a degree that you attract fake people. People are cheating on you, talking behind your backs. I wouldn't be, you know, too surprised if they're stealing from you. But in their head, they're just borrowing, because Libra is so nice. Libra is abundant. Maybe you are abundant. But those extra coins, you're going to need them, because the time we have ahead of us, it's not going to be in the general person's favor. We are going into a time where the rich people will be robbed, and the people who are well off, like you and I, we're well off. Maybe some of you not so well off. Maybe you have a little bit and you attract someone who have a little bit less than you, and they see you as well off. So what is really well off? I consider myself to be well off because I can afford my own food and pay my own house rent. That's well off. Now, those extra money, you either want those for your children, pay down your debt, and give yourself a secure life, and attract people who, hopefully people who are even better than you and I. Older people who could teach us about true values of life. I love you so much, Libra. Take good care, and I catch you on the flip side.